360 the Poet here, informing you that the scariest show to hit Las Vegas is coming this October to the Arts District. Abandon your fears and enter into our haunted asylum, where the mind of the Marquis de Sade, the most notorious writer in history, comes to life. Immerse yourself in Las Vegas's newest haunted show. Join us at Vegas Theater Company in the Downtown Arts District and scream with abandon. Show is R-rated, not suitable for those under 17. Tickets available at abandonvegas.com.
What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, 360 the Poet from the Morning Wood, and I'm here to talk to you about the Sci-Fi Center. It's your Vegas home for science fiction, horror, and fantasy. From comic books, toys, and posters to movie screenings and live events, they've got you covered. Located at 900 Cameron Avenue, Suite B209, give them a call, 702-900-4335, or reach them at thescificenter.com.
Good morning to you. The birds is chirping. What's going on, people? What's going on? Welcome to Let's Talk Love. I am your favorite prescriber, Ms. Love Doctor, and my beautiful co-host,
your girl Beauty on the beat.
You guys already know what time it is. We are here ensuring that you feel loved, feel beautiful, feel
valued.
You know, all that good shit. It's important. And I know that from time to time we get caught up in ourselves and we don't tap into others. So, you know, it's important. That's what we do here, okay?
Yes.
All right. So, you know, really know you're on the spiciest, hottest station on the planet, Hot 702.5 FM. And we're about to talk some love, right? We're about to talk some love, and we're going to go ahead and give a shout out. We're going to go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsors first. Keys Royalty House of Love. That is where love resides.
Where the love resides.
That's where love resides. Okay. Keys Who Love Mommies. This is where we take care of mothers and families after they have birth to their children, so that they can get the proper healing and restoration that they need.
Yes.
Mentally, physically, and emotionally. Always stand on beat with hair and makeup. We got Beauty on the beat. All right, so if you guys want to be a part of this conversation, be sure that you comment, love, share. 702-551-5261. We love to hear from you, of course. You know, come on in here and keep it classy and all that good stuff. Come on in. Respect the assy. Respect with your assies. So, today, we have a special guest of love in the building with us. And when I say special, I mean that in a few ways, and we'll get to those few ways. But born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. Same place in town that I was born in.
Okay.
And the R&B extraordinaire.
R&B, okay.
Started singing as soon as he could talk, singing in church as a youth, self-taught guitar player and vocal coach. Wow. We got a blend of Chicago and Lake inside of his name, hence for Lake, Michigan. And they say the Lake is the place where you go where it's cool, good vibes, good times. And he's also known as your auntie's favorite crooner. But most of all, he's known as my sunshine. Hi, son! How we get some sound?
All right, there my mic was muted. Hey there, y'all.
Yes.
Good evening.
What's going on?
Hey there.
How you feeling?
I'm okay. I'm great. I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to live life and do this music stuff, but it's working out.
I like that it say it's the world for me. Thank you for welcoming us into y'all's world over there.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I appreciate that, Mom. Absolutely.
All right. So we always do. So I do definitely call him son because he shine bright. You feel me?
Okay.
And so we do a spirit check. You know, check on each other, see how we feeling, how you feeling emotionally. And I got a bigger question right after that one though. So it's a twist. So, I got to check on my co-host. How you doing? How you feeling?
I am feeling loved, empowered. I feel, what is it? I got some sleep. So what is it called? Like when you're rested. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Feeling all
right.
that.
Son, how you feeling?
I'm good. Like I said, I'm excited about my birthday. This is a big birthday for me. Dropping my first studio album on the same day, having an album release / birthday party. So I'm very excited about that. So
I didn't
great.
even introduce you right. I said, that's my son. We got Doug O'Lake in the building, people.
I was like, how you
Mr.
said
Doug
all
O'Lake himself.
Anyway,
That's right. But are we in the conversation like we on the phone? Son, how you feeling? So my second question is, how are you healing?
it's a process. I just take it one day at a time. It's no book to it, so it's no blueprint for healing. I think of what my mom would want me to still be doing. You know what I mean? At this point in time, now that she's gone, so I keep that and I take every day in stride. And I have my moments. I definitely have my moments. I'm not one of those men. Oh,
Okay.
men are supposed to cry. No, I'm not one of those type of guys. When
These tears gonna come out.
Yeah. When I need to bust some tears, I
Release.
need to bust some tears. And that's one of the things my mama taught me: never be afraid of showing your emotional side and your sensitive side. So,
That's good. I'm glad she taught you that. That gives balance.
It does.
Absolutely.
It does.
Tell me, give me something you're doing for healing. Just
Being more aware. Being more aware of what I need to heal from. Acknowledgement, of that. And, the acknowledgement of growth. Because through growth, you'll notice your healing. That's why I've been able to have better days. So,
I like that. For me right now, it is a deep dive in self-reflection.
Okay.
Paying a real close, putting a magnifying glass on self, but not just to see me, but to go deep enough to figure out any undealt with things that need to be dealt with at this point in time. Because we can heal on the surface, but if you got stuff that's deep that goes back to when you was 7 or when you was 12, you know what I'm saying, and you didn't necessarily heal from that, then at the same time, that thing is still going to cause infection to come forward no matter what. So it go deep. It's like too deep.
To the point where you notice things that oh man, that did happen. Or you notice things that you be like, ooh, that affected me like that? Especially when you talk about it nowadays.
And this is why I do the shit I do. This like that. Like, damn, and I did. Was I mean? Like it make you go back and apologize to some people.
Yes. Yep.
So, all right, this conversation here has pulled me all out of my comfort zone, but I am definitely only doing this for Mr. Doug O'Lake himself, a.k.a. my son. And
do we have any more light for him?
He in the car. He finna pull up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about to get up. I'm gonna get some more light and give me 2
Okay.
But we talked about this topic, right? And I'm just gonna go ahead and dive deep and say that both of our mothers passed away shortly after each other, and see, I told you, Doug. And so he sang at my mom's celebration.
He did.
Tore the house down. My mom was in there jamming. She was proud, I know. But we talking about grief, and we talking about love, and we talking about, can the two coincide? I'm a firm believer that love is a healer. It's a healing element. It's a healing energy. It's a healing anything, right? So can love heal a broken heart when it's full of grief? That's the thing. Or can grief be the very same thing to break your heart, right? So we're going to get into the topic of what is grief. We always do the definition. So we got to know what grief is to understand how we supposed to operate in this love thing.
Yes.
Okay. So grief is deep sorrow. So we already starting with the word deep. Especially that caused by death, someone's death, a trouble or an annoyance. And then they got grief is the anguish experienced after a significant loss, usually the death of a beloved person. Grief often includes a psychological distress, separation anxiety, confusion, yearning, obsessive dwelling on the past, and apprehension about the future. Intense grief can become life-threatening through disruption of the immune system, causes self-neglect, and suicidal thoughts. Grief may also take the form of regret of someone's loss, remorse, and something done to sorrow for the mishaps to oneself. That shit is crazy.
You can grieve on a lot of stuff.
You definitely can grieve different things.
Yeah,
you know.
but I didn't. Wow, the definition helped me understand.
But that's why I didn't just sit with the first definition, because it's saying deep sorrow, especially the cause of someone's death. That could possibly be it, but we grieve a lot of different things in a lot of different ways. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So the one that got me is the fact that it says it's a psychological distress.
Yeah,
Like it has a whole line of shit that it causes that you really don't have no control over. So yeah, so
And
this was all very
you don't know
different.
about it until you're out of it. You don't. Sometimes somebody have to tell you, hey, you was this, you was acting like this, you was doing this. So sometimes you don't even be knowing, because sometimes a form of grief you get you go into shock, especially in the beginning of whatever the trauma is. You go into a shock that you don't even know that you're in.
Yeah, in a trance. I call it a tornado. Because when you come out, you see all the destruction.
Yeah.
You in it, like you don't know what's going on, but when you come out, you be like, it's a lot of fucking damage that's been done. A lot. So, yeah. I know I had a saying when my mom passed, and my brother brought it up the other day. He said, Shorty, you told everybody, handle me and my siblings with care. If you can't do that, stay the fuck away from us. And I was like, and I still mean that.
like humbly, she said that.
Like right now, like there's no way. Yeah, yes, I'm sorry. There's really no wiggle room. You know, if you can't understand that, then I can't understand our relationship. I just can't. So what was your mindset? Let's talk about the mindset, because we both know how wild as fuck that was. What was your heart and your mindset when that time was going on?
I couldn't sit down. If I would have sat down, because I'm a thinker, and I think when I'm at most when I'm sitting down, when I'm calm, I couldn't sit down. I had to, me and my sister, it was just us, so we had to plan a funeral. We had to make the calls. We had to ID the body. We had to go through papers. We had to
grow the fuck up.
Right. I was sitting. I couldn't sit down. I didn't sleep for the first 3 days. But I wasn't tired. I wasn't sleepy. I wasn't tired. I was just moving. And I went to the gas station. Little funny story, man. I went to the gas station to grab something. Passed the gas station. Went around the corner past the gas station again. Went into the gas station only to realize I already had what I went in there to get in the first place in my pocket.
For real.
Damn.
So it was the level of shock from, like, it's a point where you be like, nah, I'm dreaming. This ain't
denial like a
real.
motherfucker.
Like, yeah, this ain't, man, come on, man, it's not happening for real. So that space, the first 2 weeks to, and then it was mid-COVID. Let's start there. It was mid-COVID, like mid-pandemic, stay in the house, 10-person funeral, mass, you know what I mean? So it was, I couldn't sit still. I just remember not being able to sit still. I remember moving. And my mom would talk to me and my sister, and was like, when I pass on, when I get up out of here, those are favorite words. When I get up out of here, you're going to have to tell my sister, you're going to have to keep your brother and make sure he okay and this and that. Man, it was the other way around, to be honest. I had to pick my sister. We have a 14-year age gap, so my sister's older than me. So I had to literally pick her up and say, yo, we got a funeral to plan. And me and her bumped heads, and it was one time we got into it, and she came out the bathroom and was like, I'm sorry, I love you. You hungry? Like, it was like,
Let's fix it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I just remember being in shock. That's the first stage of grief for me, what it was. Shock, and then came acceptance.
Back to back.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah. So in the midst of that, though, like, um, if you are dating or not dating, how does that affect your dating life?
Um,
Because you're in the midst of shock. You don't even realize you got in your hand what you looking for. So I know your headspace wasn't.
my expectations were
Mm. I
higher
like how you said
than
that.
my expectations were higher for that person than they should have been, or more or less than I knew that they were. What my expectations was for her to be there for me, but be there for me from a distance. Right now, just right now. You know what I mean? So I
Mm-hmm.
can process all this. But her being the person that she was, the person that she is, I didn't understand that all she wanted to do was be there for me. Now, she got both her parents, so she doesn't know what it feels like to
Mm-hmm.
experience that level of grief. And I dropped the ball because I didn't could take that into consideration because at it got to a point where it was like, girl, fuck you. What? Are you serious? You know. So not to mention that
Do
my
you
mom
not know
passed.
what's going on?
Right. And not to mention that my mom passed 2 days prior to her birthday, and we had these big old plans, and
Mm.
what kind of was a trigger for me was her asking me, were we still doing our birthday? Was we still doing plans for your birthday? And I was
Too soon.
Like, really? That's the
Too
furthest
soon.
thing from.
You fell out the chair. You fell out the
but
chair.
looking
Knock
back,
would blow me down.
yeah, but looking back
Damn.
on it, I the way I handled it, I just didn't say nothing. But in
Mm.
my mind said it all, and then came toward after my mind, my actions said it all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So looking back,
Disrespectful.
wishing I would have handled it a little differently, because by the time we did talk about it, mom was buried and stuff started happening, and it was maybe 2 3 months was till we started actually talking about it. So I kind of take the blame for that, and she told me that I wasn't asking. I knew that the plans were, at that point null and void. But I just wanted to know so I can start getting money back, so I can start, you know what I mean? We can start making preparations to cancel things. But I'm like, well, you should have just knew that. Like, so it was like, so, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Or a different approach. I
right.
think a different approach would have been different. Like, what do you think about doing this right now to just relax your head, lay your head down, and so you don't got to think for a few minutes, for a few days.
Yeah, like,
You know,
babe, don't
like,
worry about this. I know that
you
this was,
know,
but I'm about to be here for you. This right here,
just let's just
yeah.
whisk you away for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just let's
I
just do
couldn't.
that.
And like I said, I felt like she should have known that I couldn't do that. And
Yeah.
this ultimately, hold on. Ultimately, that's what she was saying. She was saying like, I just, she was like, fuck my birthday. We'll celebrate it next year. We got plenty of years of birthdays, whatever the case may be. Um, I seen the space you were in, and I just wanted to. I didn't know no other way to be there for you, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
damn, that's what you meant. So it was for me. It was,
So do you think in that time, like I say, handle people with care, right? Like, do you think that's when that sixth sense should kick in? Like, he don't mean he's in the space. Do you get what I'm saying? Like that place of
yep,
empathy. Like, I can't even possibly take nothing that he say or do personal right now.
right,
I
and
can't.
that's what I was hoping, you know, that it was. Because when we finally did talk about it, I apologized. I gave my standpoint, and certain things happened that I understand that made her feel like how could she be there for me because it was a let's speak of the funeral. It was a 10-person funeral, so of course it goes without saying, right? That the I got a huge
Dressed
family, so I gotta
outside.
pick. I
I
gotta
got a
pick
dress on and
family.
I'm outside.
Yeah, and I gotta pick family members. I got aunties that want to run shit. I got my uncle that want to, my cousins. All, I, so she felt that she should have been by my side, hook or crook. And that's where I feel she got selfish on me at. You know.
Yeah.
So it wasn't about. I'm trying to keep my sister off the floor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep my auntie from coming in the house taking shit. I'm trying to.
It's a lot going on.
I'm trying to go through these insurance, but Mama had 3 insurance policies. I'm trying to figure out. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to figure this out, and I just
trying to figure it out.
Just
that's it right there. That's the statement with an exclamation mark. In this moment, I'm just trying to figure this shit out. So sometimes you have to have that level of a different level of empathy.
So I've never lost. I mean, I lost my grandmother, but I wasn't there to make any arrangements, right? So how would the person on the outside that wants to support you, because this is, I mean, basically you guys are saying that we need to have more empathy for, or thinking basically not for you, but like don't take it, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how can someone who loves you, who, especially as a woman, we want to still stay connected with you. And unfortunately, when something like that traumatic happens, people pull away. And it's not intentionally that you guys are just focusing on something else. But if we don't know how to help you because you're no longer communicating, it's like we're stuck in a rock in a hard place of, hey, I never want her to feel that I wasn't there, that I didn't show up, that I wasn't this. But in your mind, it's like, hey, I need you to be more empathize with me, that I don't know what I want right now. I just know that I can only do what I can do. Anything extra is...
I'm going to let Doug answer it from a relationship standpoint, and I'll answer it from a friend standpoint.
But, and what I failed to realize in that moment was she's only doing what she knows how to do. She's never went through this. She's never been, with nobody. Like, from my mother entered the hospital March 28th, 2020. I took her to the hospital, hugged her neck. I had no idea that was the last time I was going to hug my mama alive. So, and right after that, maybe a couple of days after that, the stay-in-home order started. So we were together every single day. I was staying over there. You know what I mean? So out with the calls from the doctor, giving us updates and everything. And up to the point I got that call at 5:03 in the morning and my mother was gone. She picked me up off the floor, like scooped me up off the floor. And my whole thing with it was, where I feel like I dropped the ball with that at that time, I failed to realize that she didn't know how. She never dealt with this. She's never been there around this. She's never, she had met my mom and everything, so she never. So I failed to take into consideration that, hey, maybe she doesn't know how to handle it and she's doing the best that she can. So, but I'm not worried about your best. Just don't show me your worst.
Oh.
Okay.
Just don't show me your worst. Don't get mad at the. And this is what
there is no
doing.
Best.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what she started doing. She started getting mad at the outpour. And when I say outpour from past chicks, from past relationships. Friends that she had never met. Was coming over and I was just trying to stay alert, stay up.
Everybody, because you had a whole life.
Yeah.
People forget that when you meet somebody and get in a relationship, however many years you are, you have that much life that's coming with you.
Yes.
So you got to accept me in all of that, know. So to answer your question, is 2 parts for me.
Okay.
I wouldn't even compare it to specifically losing a parent. You know what it feels like to lose somebody. So you know what it feels like to hurt, period. It's a hurtful thing no matter what. So, of course, losing your parent is probably 10 times different. It's just a different thing. Like, the way I even think about it, like, I originately lived inside this woman.
Right.
That's how I think of her. Like, that's her, you know? And so that's why it's, like, here. It's deeper. But I say that to say, like, you know what it's like to lose somebody. But then I say this. Just ask yourself how you were with me, because you were there. You were very supportive. You may not have knew what to do, but like he said, you did not do nothing. Like, I got pictures of you. I told people to take pictures of you. You understand? Like, I'm not there. I really felt like I was in autopilot.
Right.
I was
right.
watching the show.
Exactly what
Like,
it
I'm
is.
sitting there looking at everything going on, and I'm in it. It's a movie that I'm watching. I'm starring in it. That's really how it felt. So I told people to specifically take pictures of you. Like, she would just come in the house and be like, I ain't just fanning my hand. It's a little net.
It is, right?
He trying to get on that
And
lip
I
gloss
caught
bad too. We like,
I caught it, and then I was like, okay, and then the motherfucker just flew away. Like, God damn it.
but
Disrespectful.
she just come in the house. I'm sitting there, and when I tell you, I not probably sat still, but I drank for 30 days straight.
Our liver was fucked up.
30 days.
Me, and that was back in my weed smoking days, so I was.
Mm-hmm. It was a lot going on.
Yeah.
It was a lot going. The day when I know it was like 30 straight days because we went to Minnesota to do her memorial, and the day that it was that day, I felt like I needed to throw up. Didn't throw up none of these other 29 days or 30 days plus 31. But I went in the bathroom. I threw up, just clean, strut, not like a strut. And I was like, all right, body, you did your shit. I'm going to give you that break that you asking for. Like, you held me up. I got you. So I just stopped fucking around with the fuck around. But she's like, let me put you some eyebrows on, friend. She putting mascara. I'm just sitting there. I'm just drinking and talking. And my brother like, give my sister this. And give her that. Bring her this. I remember that. And it was like, but she'll get up, come and just do shit. You know what I'm saying? Come comb my hair. That shit is supportive as fuck.
Yeah.
But you didn't ask me, did I need that? You just did it. You just did it. So
okay.
I would say you're an example of what supportive looks like. That's all I'm going to say.
And I felt where me and her disconnected at, I felt that she was steady asking me what to do. I don't know what to do.
Just
I don't
sit.
know what you should do. Just do it. What does that mean? Like, so I looking back on it now that when we're not together no more, looking back on it now, there was my mother passing caused a disconnect between us on both ends. You know what I mean? So I don't, looking back at it now, I don't totally hold her fully accountable for everything that was the reason for our failing, because also in the time of that grief, I started wilding. I ain't gonna lie. I started getting back to the old Doug, who my mom helped me, because I left Vegas 2019, and Mono how I was in Vegas. So when I met her, I felt as though, okay, this is my chance to, because I really loved her. I really like her. So this was my time to show that, okay, I'm tired of fucking up relationships. I'm trying to fucking up, But when my mom passed, I felt that the old me had to come back to compensate for the pain. Now, during that time, I didn't think that. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? But looking back at it,
now you know.
Even though I've had to get rid of some people, I've lost some people too, and done things and said things that there is no coming back from. You know what I mean? In my time.
Yeah.
So I don't put the total blame on her. I don't. You know what I mean? Grief is a motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
It's a motherfucker.
It's ugly, and when it rears its ugly ass head, and if you not, I don't know. I kept saying I felt like I got roundhouse kicked to the face.
Right.
Like I didn't get a chance to get in a fight. I ain't know I was finna fight. I just got knocked the fuck out. Like damn,
Great analogy.
So I think it was different too, because when my grandmother passed, that was a whole different type of beast, and I gained the weight. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even realize I'm just sitting up, gaining weight, miserable as fuck, mean as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I wasn't mean. It's just I just was. I don't know. I probably was fucking greatly depressed. Who knows?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I probably was in the deepest and the darkest place, and I'm just operating as if I'm okay, because that's what we've been conditioned to do. So I've been told, like, in the last month, like, my God, you're so strong. Like, I don't ever see you breaking down. I'm like, what does that even mean?
Right.
And me and my best friend just talked about that. Like, My mama died. Did,
So you get like, you understand that?
like, what do you mean?
My mother. And
My mom.
It's with a son. You know, I never was scared to admit. You know, I was a mama's boy. I was a mama's boy to the heart. Never did admit it. Never. I talked to my mom about everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. I told her everything. So it's my mom, bro. Like, what are you talking about? It was just me. It was always just me and her. You know what I'm saying? My sister was way older than me, so she left the house at 18. So well, I grew growing up. It was just me, and I call her OG. It was just me and OG. So I don't expect you to understand, but I expect you to understand. You know what I mean?
Because you got a mama. We all came out of a coochie. Every last one of us, regardless of the relationship of the coochie you came out of. We all came out, and it's like, it doesn't even matter. Like, it could have been my goldfish. Like, where's the compassion? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, I ain't see you cry. I ain't see you do this, so I just figured you was, I don't know what the outlook is, but I was just on the phone with my best friend driving here, and she said, she saw a video that said, I don't want to be strong, I want to be fragile.
Right.
She said, because y'all package that up all nice and cushiony and make sure you care for it because it's fragile. But somebody strong,
God, you just throw that, you just handle it any type of way. Like,
UPS man just...
He'll be all right. She'll be all right.
She'll be all right.
If it don't say fragile on it,
right,
then they just gonna handle you any type of way.
Yeah.
But because as soon as you put that fragile
sticker... Let me put a fragile sticker on my ass then.
Right.
You gonna put a tattoo that say fragile? Yeah. That'll be my new tramp stamp.
Fragile, handle with care. That's my next t-shirt. Fragile, handle with care.
Yeah.
That's dope though.
Cash says she hated when people say, you taking it well.
Yeah. That's... So how I tell people, you know, because...
Yeah, what is the white verbiage?
Right. There is none. So the first, when I lost I wasn't the only person that lost their mom through COVID. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not one of them type of dudes that say, oh, it's going to be okay. Be strong. She's in a better place. Listen, this is finna be the hardest shit you ever go through.
Too soon.
This is finna be the hardest shit that you about to ever go through. You gonna have to pull something from somewhere to be somebody. And you don't know who that is yet. You don't know where it's coming from, but you going to have to pull because it's going to be the worst time. It never gets better. It never feels different. It never, okay. Nope. You just cope. You know how to live with the fact that you don't have your mother with you anymore. You know how to live with the fact that you don't have that loved one here anymore. And holding on to the memories is all fine and dandy, but that shit gets sad. You know what I'm saying?
Every once in a while.
I had to,
Y'all about to have me
it took me
crying.
so long. It took me so long to do a purge for my mom and stuff. My mom died in April. I ain't told my auntie because I cussed her out. I had to apologize to her because I cussed her out. 2 days after my mama died, she on the phone talking about, yeah, so it was a blue Bible that your mom said I could have. Oh, I put.
No, she did not. You fell out the chair again.
To the point where, because we grew up in a family where aunties, uncles was like moms, was like, you get that same level of respect. It's like, it's not like these new age kids. I still call my auntie, I'm 40, I still call my auntie TT. You know what I'm saying? If I call her Bernadette, she's going to be like, what you call me? I'm be like, you right, TT.
Hey,
so
I'm sorry.
I had to call and apologize to her like a couple of weeks prior to everything when I seen her because I snapped. I spazzed.
I can imagine.
Yeah, so you can't expect certain people to be insensitive, but when it came to my auntie, this is your sister. Like, what? Are you for real? So, I made a point to look back on certain things and right my wrong. So it took all the way until maybe November, December, when I moved into my second place to start purging and getting rid of. I kept every damn thing.
It take a while. I still got stuff in the garage.
And that was hard. Like I didn't black out.
You ready to throw it in the trash? Like, I'm just throwing her away.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I'm just gonna throw her stuff away. That's what I can hear myself saying.
And then I got mad at my auntie again because when I did finally, it was like, you can come over and you can go through whatever, because that was in my mama's wishes. Look, give all my clothes to Auntie Bernadette, you know what I'm saying? That was her wishes. So I just was like, when I'm ready. Then she had nerve to be like, no, it's okay. Just send it to Goodwill.
Oh, now you don't want to check. Now you want me to give it to. Oh no.
Like, so you didn't even want it. So why?
So her and my sister has her own. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my best friend. So we talk about everything. She has literally taken the place of my mama. So she has her own feelings on certain relationships when it came to her family and her friends and how they handle things and stuff like that. So, you know, I don't know. Like I said, ain't no book to it.
It's a journey.
Yeah.
It's a journey.
You do see who your friends are when people pass.
It's a journey.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I literally, that's why I said when we talked about that grief shit, like, I was losing people while I was losing people. I was losing people physically on earth, and I was losing people who were still here. All at the same time. And that was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many of these, okay, all right, took that roundhouse, got back up, okay.
Weddings, funerals, and something monumental happening in your life. You see who's who. You see who's who. Especially a wedding, boy. You get married. It's like, oh, bitch, you was never my friend anyway, huh? So
you there just for the free cake, bitch. No, thank you.
Just because you still breathing, that don't mean it's a lot of people that's still breathing that's dead to me. Throughout that, tenure. I wish
I was losing people while I was losing people.
Yeah.
That was my statement. I was like, damn, this shit is crazy as fuck. And then you realize, like, you going through the motion, like, well, what the fuck is this? And because you already grieving. But now you seeing people that's around you, like, why the fuck are y'all moving different? What's going on? What's happening?
Yeah, like,
what is this? And then you grieve that relationship too. Like, it is what it is. But fuck them, because then how do we let the love back in? We got to get to that place, because I do truly believe that love is a healing element, and it takes a level of strength to get vulnerable.
Yes.
Enough. First of all, we got to talk about the stitches that's already in your heart, right? So you lost somebody during we you know.
Just say it, friend.
Anyway.
You know how it's like right there, and it's like, and then she like, nah, okay, yeah. She caught it right back.
But what I'm saying is, like, now you got to be to a place where it's like, can this new person even understand who you are,
right,
and what you've been through to love you through that?
Because you are a new person afterwards.
Yeah,
you are a different person. Do
I want to let somebody in again? To be able to get that vulnerable side, because now losing a mom and lose in a relationship are two different things. It hurts. It hurts still, not necessarily. I won't say the same, but it hurts.
It hurts.
So I'm at a place where, and I'm not afraid to admit it, I am almost afraid to let someone in that much because we one thing that's guaranteed in this world, we're gonna die. So I'm afraid to possibly ever feel that pain again. It scares me. It scares me. I ain't gonna lie.
Wow. You remember we were talking about the Bridgerton? And basically how he didn't want to love someone that much anymore.
Ooh, he was running from that love. He was running from that love.
He said it. He was like, I wouldn't. He said he watched his mom lose someone that she loved in the capacity, and she was no longer who she was, like herself, even though he wasn't. But he saw his mom, and he's like, I could never love someone that much. So he never got a chance to even grieve,
because he went from the son to the duke.
Yep. To like the caretaker now.
Just like that. Like now they making him make decisions, and the man ain't even off the ground yet. Like, so what do we do, my lord? He like, shit, I was just a kid.
But he also saw his mother.
Then he as he's still having to make, that's a huge responsibility.
It is.
Just like we were saying, all of a sudden we went from being a kid to making arrangements that I am at my age. I should not be making funeral arrangements at my age and decisions like that. And it was so bad for me when I walked into the crematory the third time. They said, Miss Keys, we got to stop meeting like this.
Dang.
I said, y'all owe me lunch at this point. Three times you buy free lunch.
I watched my family plan my grandfather's funeral, my uncle's
Beat
funeral, my grandmother's funeral, and when it came down to my mama, because I know how my family is. Me and my sister know how my family is. They want to take over. They want to do things that they want to do. My grandma used to say, I was a wild bucking deer. You hear me? Because I wasn't going. I was like, don't just show up. Get dressed nice and show the fuck up. Don't ask what's going on. You don't need no help and shit. We got this. I don't want to hear shit. You go sit down.
You sound a lot like someone else that's on this show.
You ain't got no bill on this insurance policy. You can't say nothing about this. I got this. We got this. She gonna have on this. She said she want to wear this. She said she want to look like this. Y'all just show the fuck up or not.
Or not. I didn't talk like that. I was very specific though about a lot of things, but and I was more in myself trying to be not, because I was 2 ticks from crazy. I'm gonna keep that shit one here with you. I said I feel like I'm a ticking time bomb, and people need to just leave me alone, tread lightly. Like I said, handle me with care, because it's like a fucking mind over here. So
my finger hanging over the ledge. I'm hanging over the ledge.
just barely.
And she was like, Lord Jesus,
help me, mother pain,
everybody knew that. Everybody knew that. But like they would pass shit to my sister, like, yeah, Doug, get it to Doug, because I was handling everything, and she wouldn't tell me certain shit till afterwards, because she knew I would act a fucking fool.
She knew she was handling you with care.
That I'm not sorry for.
She was handling you with care. I have representatives. This what I need you to tell so and so and so and so, and this is what I'm gonna need from this, and this is what I'm gonna need from this.
Snapping on one of my mama's old friends. Now, before she passed, my mama worked at a hospital for almost 30 years. So before she passed, I worked at said hospital. So one day we were walking down, because she would come get me from work, I would come get her from work, whatever. One day we were walking through the hallways, about to go our separate ways, and one of her oldest friends, spoke to me and not her. So as she walked back, my mom, first you had to know my mom, because my mom was like, I don't give a fuck that bitch. I don't care. Fuck something. I ain't gonna lick nobody, bitch. I ain't did nothing to her. Because I was like, Mom, why she didn't say that? You just said third. So fast forward to when she passed, she gonna send me some DM talking about, oh, I really loved your mama. Girl, if my hands was.
Don't come with the. You ready? You read her?
Yeah, I say you gonna live with that guilt. I say this ain't your moment of clarity. This ain't your moment to make peace.
Talk to Jesus about that, not me.
You won't live with that guilt for the rest of your life. I say I don't want to see you at the funeral. I want to see you. If I see that you signed that book, I'm act a fool. You are not allowed to step foot in that place. You're gonna live with that grief for the rest of your life. Have a good day, ma'am. Click and blocked her. I did and blocked her.
Listen.
Well, she just said it on one day. She didn't say hi. Your mom was probably cool. They were probably cool.
I just think people don't be mindful. They don't be mindful.
When somebody dies, that's when all the phony come out.
He said, click,
You're not
click,
supposed to be phony and phony kick it like it was all love just so you could get your closure. That's out.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and pray about it.
My mama feelings in her heart, and you got to live with that.
So let's talk about this. How does the album, I want you to tell us a little bit about that. How does this tie all into love, grief, and healing, repairing of the heart?
The show first.
Yeah. So, Love Lessons is pretty much the past every relationship that I've been in. I didn't really touch bases on my mom like that I said, in one of my lyrics, I said, I remember what my mama told me. She said, go find your one and only. But that was pretty much it when it came to touching my mama. This was more of an album for me to show what I've been through in relationships. I've been through some shit. Listen, mainly because I've caused a lot of it. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna say that.
Okay, that's a good thing that you acknowledge that.
Accountability.
You know what I'm saying? So but things that I've been through. That's what this album is about. And it's so special to me because, like I said, Mom, you know how I left Vegas. I was like, fuck music. Fuck everything. I got to get my life back together. I got to hit it. You know what I'm saying? So my mom ended up saying, maybe a couple months before she passed, she was like, so what's up? When you home now? I know I go to some shows. I ain't been on your shows in damn near 10 years. What's up? And I was like, I'm taking a break, just trying to get life together, Mom. You know what I'm saying? I got it first because I was living with Mom when I first came home. I said, I got to get out your house, number one. You know what I'm saying? So I got some goals that I have to obtain before I could think about the music. And she was like, boy, That's an excuse. So she got on my ass. She was like, I don't see you doing. You done had 200,000 jobs in your life, and ain't none of them you like. When it comes to this music shit, I know that that's your passion. I know that singing is your passion. So I don't want to hear nothing about I'm stopping or I'm quitting. I understand you got to get your life together, but get your life together and go back to that music. And then so when she passed, that was when I dropped my first single, which is The Cutoff. And well, a little after she passed, after the funeral and everything, I was like, I just hear it playing in my mind. You better not stop that music. You know what I'm saying? I want to be dancing in heaven to your music.
I know that's right. That's my
son. Don't stop
son.
that music. Don't stop that music. You know what I'm saying? So this album is big to me because it's my first complete body of work. And I put my blood, sweat, and tears in this shit. Like, even took down to my album release party with the band, and I'm like P. Diddy around this motherfucker. And my friends had to tell me they had to get me together.
Lil
like,
Diddy?
Bro, they had to get me together like, Doug, you know. And I had to apologize to them because they was ready to quit on me. You hear me?
Diddy in the studio.
They was ready to pack it up because I demand a certain set of perfection, but at the same time, I still got life going on. They said that they wasn't seeing me give what I'm asking for, so I had to kick it into gear, and so this album took a lot. Listen, I see why they had teams of motherfuckers doing this shit, because this shit is a lot.
To put it all together, huh? To make it come to a.
It is a lot.
So first things first, when I put your flyer on my story, I screamed because your music comes up when you search it.
Oh, word. Yeah.
I was like, look at that. I was telling Dom, she was like, let me go see. You better put something on your story and put my son on there. But we're going to go ahead and take a little, we're going to take a listen to the cutoff.
Okay.
Beverly is asking, where can they get these new hits? We're going to make sure we lace you with all the information, but let's take a listen real quick. That sound right.
Baby, you took my heart away. Stepped on it twice, didn't ease the pain. Baby, yeah. Now I'm trying to figure out where we went wrong. Our love is gone away, and things have changed. You wasted my time.
Get that bass.
Left my heart with the hole. You damaged my soul. I just wanna go back. Tell me how could I ever be the same when I can't speak the word unless I'm saying your name. Only girl, my love so good, you don't understand.
That sound like that's the banker right there. Especially in the car, you can hear the bass and you be like, boom, like, you know. But
They said it's a vibe. They said it's a vibe.
See? Okay.
They said it's a vibe. He said you cut off. Wait. Gotta hear this. Cut off. All right. Then we got another one. We
I
gonna
want
play.
to know how you get cut off. I mean,
The
you gotta
cut
let
off.
the thing.
Oh, it's the way you get cut off, goddamn.
I listen.
Ask who this song is about. After you got cut off. Look.
She know the song about her.
She know the song about her. Absolutely.
Ooh.
So when this gonna
who
be, she
this
gonna be like,
song
"This about me." He
Right.
cut me off. They gonna be like, "Girl, go sit your ass down somewhere."
Yeah.
No, seriously, it's really about me. Like, well, we can't tell because you the one who got cut off. But I mean, shout out to you though. You made the album.
You made the album, girl.
Do your shit, girl.
Give her credits. Okay. All right.
All right. So tell us a little bit about "I'm Just Saying."
So, a lot of times us as men don't get to or don't know how to express the intense feelings that we have for our spouse. And, you know, either a lot of men grew up a certain way and we too, well, I was taught that a man is supposed to carry the world on his shoulders. A man is supposed to be the strength, the backbone. But nobody ever told me that, okay, does that mean I'm not supposed to cry? Or does that mean I'm not supposed to feel? Or does that mean I'm not supposed to love? Or does that mean I'm not supposed to express? So
All the rest
I'm
of the
just
shit,
saying,
huh?
Yeah, I'm just saying it's just a way for me as a man to express, and any man that listens to it is to express how they feel about a woman that they love.
This the
Without
one.
looking all cool and shit.
She like that.
No.
This
This
the one.
This the one, son. Let them know how it's done. We finna play this.
I fucks with you heavily, cause shawty, what we got's a rarity. Ain't no comparing, apparently. We get high just for the clarity. Yeah. Always on the side of ya. They know I'ma ride for ya. That's why I try to die, cause I love the shit out of ya. I'm just saying.
Okay,
To be
just
honest,
saying.
I tell you that I wasn't honest about everything. So I'll start from the top and tell you just about everything. No matter what, I'll never change, man. I put that on everything. With you as my witness and everything. Cause you witness everything. Blueprints and everything. Where you is my wedding ring. For you to compliment to everything. I see you accomplishing everything. Throw you a compliment every day. I know you thought this was shit I would never say. But I swear I said everything. And if I ever put it all on you, it's to show that I'm serious about everything.
Sing that riff. Come on. What? Did he do the woo woo? My bad.
Hit you with it.
That's a blind reaction right there. Okay. He did the woo woo.
Hit you with it, right?
He did. I'm gonna got a little tear in mine too, just cause I like the, you know what it's saying.
The whole point.
The whole thing.
That's why it's ride or die, cause I love the shit out of ya. I'm just saying. Ooh, wait. We know that the time fly when the vibe.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm just gonna have to clap for that. I'm a little DP and I don't get to. I'm missing out, bruh.
Son, I'm so proud of you.
That is a beautiful song.
Thank you.
That was dope. You caught a.
I did.
Got a little tear in her eye.
You know.
Got a little gloss around the
Yeah,
eye.
got a little gloss. Got a little gloss.
It's wet in the air.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my husband. We about to listen to this.
Well, listen, you got a couple people. Beverly said they gonna play this on their 75-inch TV with the surround sound.
Oh,
There it is.
There it is.
There you go. Come on, babe.
So where can they get this music from?
Okay, so I'm just saying, and the cutoff already streaming on all platforms.
Okay.
This is
And
Apple.
it's already streaming on all
Period.
platforms. My album dropping Friday at midnight. It's called Love Lessons. That's gonna be on the album with a whole bunch, 12 other treats. It's called Love Lessons. I got a couple featured artists on there that are like-minded and feel the same way I feel when it comes to things that they've learned. It's videos coming soon. It's a treat. It's gonna be streaming on all platforms. It's called Love Lessons. Doug O'Lake.
Let me know if you need a
Doug
love doctor
O'Lake.
in your video.
Okay, we'll do
I'm
it,
just
yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
I mean, because y'all
And I
learning
can just do
lessons
the girl
from
makeup.
love. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
and it's men doing it. That's some next level shit for me. You know, because a lot of men walk around here with this chip, and it's like, you know, you need love
talk
just as
about
much
the
as everybody else. So stop playing with this shit.
Scared. Y'all make us scared, but that's
No,
another
we don't.
conversation for another day. That's nothing.
Yeah,
We'll
that
save
is
it for
definitely. We gonna have to bring you back.
Yeah, because I'm
We
like,
gonna-
who made the chip? Y'all put the chip on
We
our
gonna have
show.
to bring you
Like,
back. We gonna have to bring you back.
Yeah.
So
That was
thank you for
triggered.
being here. Thank y'all
you
for
for
tuning in
having
for Let's
Thanks
Talk
for
Love.
engaging, guys.
Yes, and shout out to you for making it, because
Hey,
this journey ain't easy.
your
I
music
got
is
you.
about to hit people, though.
I got you.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's the
You
plan.
It
I
is.
love you. I 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 love you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, y'all. Until next week, we'll talk to you later. Peace out.
Deuces.